Guess just make sure that's propped up correctly.
My view.
Gucci. Yeah, that's good.
Kind of good. All right. So I'm Alex Ostrander, and this is going to be my music appreciation speech. An estimated 93% of Americans listen to 25 hours or more of music every single week. But I guarantee that each and every single one of you doesn't listen to the same type of music. There's something individualized about the listening experience that helps us create connections not just with the lyrics and the rhythm of a song, but the people who write, sing, and perform these songs. They imbue what feels like a part of them into their music, and that is why I will be going over Logic, who he is, what the Under Pressure album is, and the titular song, the first half and the second half as well. Sir Robert Bryson Hall II, better known as Logic, is a multi-award winning rapper born January 22nd, 1990 in Maryland. Some of you may have heard a handful of his greatest hits from his Suicide Prevention Hotline song, as well as having music in movies. But I don't think everyone fully understands who Logic is. If you go back to his first studio albums and even mixtapes he made before he signed, you can see that he grew up in a broken home with an absent mother, an alcoholic father, living in Section 8 housing. Upon listening to his music and even entire albums, many listeners will realize he turned his music into an ongoing biography of his life in chronological order. His debut album, Under Pressure, released in 2014, is about this upbringing. It is to show his grind on how he created his first studio album despite all these setbacks. The titular song itself is his self-claimed 9-minute rap, Bohemian Rhapsody. Logic says in an interview, "For me, it was about the duality of man. So it was like being under pressure as Logic and being under pressure as Bobby." I think this is important because we all have a duality to ourselves, who we are at work, who we are at home, who we are with our friends, and who we are with our family. The titular song being who Logic was during the making of the album. After going through the album multiple times, he made sure to fit the theme that he was going for. And the song, Under Pressure, was originally only 5 minutes long, being about his family, the Bobby side. He then proceeded to add the first part of the song, reflecting the style that first got him famous, Logic. The first half of the song is about Logic the rapper and how he has been honing his craft since he was young, how it took a lot away from his school and home life. This created the hook for the song, "Work so much, my greatest fear is I'ma die alone. Every diamond in my chain, yeah, that's a milestone," stating how he has reaped the rewards of his hard work, even though it came at a cost. He later says, "This is everything I ever wanted, I can't pass it up, life changed in a year, it couldn't happen fast enough," referencing his newly signed record deal and hard upbringing once again. I love the first half of the song because success means sacrifice. Everyone, for the most part in here, we're all military, and we all have been accustomed to sacrifice, whether it's in basic training, a deployed scenario, no matter what it is. And we know that sacrifice is a part of our success. But with enough dedication to anything, you can achieve your goals. This just so happens to be Logic's personal journey to that success, and it's something I think we can all agree with. The second half of the song speaks about Bobby. This was the original concept, and it speaks about all the missed phone calls he had during the making of this album. Specifically, recalling recordings of his father's voicemails, the missed calls from his sister, and the absence of his mother. He speaks about his family while he was absent in their lives. Quote, "I wish you would call, because lately it feels like I'm not your sister at all." He continues to go on from his sister's perspective about her bad relationship with her own spouses and children. Meanwhile, he continually plays recordings of his father's voicemails, and it becomes apparent that Logic and his father's relationship is not the best. And even though he's a proud father, they are still working on their relationship. Everybody always has, different relationships with the people in their lives. And Logic is able to express that in his music, especially through the literal recordings of his father's voicemails. One of the last verses of the entire song is about his mother. And although there is no conversation or voicemail to his mother, he speaks his thoughts on it, saying, "I ain't talked to her in years, that relationship she ruined." We all have troubles with friends and family, and Bobby doesn't shy away from his personal relationships. He lets us know that life isn't perfect. Finally, as I move on to the conclusion, music is about more than the beats we play at parties and the catchy one-hit wonders. It's about the lives the artist lives and their values and beliefs. Whether you can relate to Logic's song Under Pressure or not is irrelevant. It holds meaning to me, and it holds meaning to him. What I implore all of you to do is to look into the lyrics of songs that you guys listen to and figure out why it's important to the artist and why it's important to you. Thank you. I'm supposed to play a snippet of the song, but my phone's right there. If you want to listen to it, it's the 6:15 to 6:45 to 7:15 portion of the song. But thank you guys for coming to my speech.
Cool.